Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to read a story to you, or a book to you today called Seed to Plant. I wonder if you can tell from the cover what kind of book this is. Seed to Plant. Oh, it's got a table of contents. I wonder if that reminds you of anything. A table of contents tells us different parts of things we might read in the story, and it gives us the page we can find those on. If you're thinking that a table of contents can be found in a nonfiction book, you're right. And if you're remembering that a nonfiction book is a book that gives us facts and information, you're also right. What is a plant? A plant is a living thing. It stays in one place, but it grows and changes just like you do. Plants can be big or small. Some have flowers. Others also grow fruit. Trees are plants too. I'm also noticing as I look at this page that there are labels next to these pictures. Another feature of nonfiction books. Plants are a big part of our world. Farmers grow fruits and vegetables. These plants give us food. Some plants can be used to make clothing. Your t-shirt is made from cotton plants. Other plants are cozy homes for animals. It doesn't look like that bear is in a plant, but this is actually a tree trunk that he's hiding in there. Parts of a plant. If I go back to my table of contents, parts of a plant is on page 8. And here I am on page 8 with parts of a plant. You can use your body to remember the parts of a plant. Your arms are like leaves. Your body is like a stem. Feet are like roots. Roots hold the plant in the ground. The stem helps the plant stand up tall. Leaves soak up the sunlight. There are a lot of labels on these pictures. How does a plant begin? 1, let's dig in. Most plants start as a seed. 2, the seed splits open, a shoot pushes out. This is called germination. Number 3, a new plant is beginning. A seedling starts to grow. Roots reach down into the soil. A stem pushes up into the air. That's a look at what's happening under the ground. We usually can't see that, but this is a good picture of that. Here's the roots pushing down, and they're getting bigger and they're spreading out. A plant grows. Just like you, a plant grows bigger and bigger. The roots spread out and down into the soil. The stem gets thicker and stronger. More leaves and branches grow. So here's some plants that these girls are watering, but here's some trees, and they work the same way. This is a smaller tree, and this is the bottom of a trunk of a giant redwood, which is a kind of a tree that's really, really, really big. What do plants need? Plants need these things in order to grow: soil, water, food, sunlight, air, space. I think a lot of those are the things we need to grow. Maybe not soil, but we need most of those things too. Water and some food comes from the soil. The roots soak them up. Sunlight and air enter through the leaves. Plants use them to make more food. Plants also need space to grow. So this is a good example of The sunlight and the air coming in through the leaves, and down here, food and water are getting soaked up through the roots. 6 fun plant facts. 1, this palm tree seed can weigh as much as a 4th grader. It's the heaviest seed in the world. Whoa, that is a fun fact. 2, scrub-a-dub in the tub. Plants are used in many soaps and shampoos. Excuse me, guys. 3, the paper for this book was made from trees. 4, one sunflower can make as many as 1,000 seeds. That part that we see in the middle of the sunflower that's black, those are actually little black seeds. 5, bamboo grows the fastest of any plant. It can grow as tall as a 3-year-old kid in 1 day. That's a fact I didn't even know. 6, hey, I bet you know this. The tallest living tree is taller than the Statue of Liberty in New York. And we know that the Statue of Liberty stands 300 feet tall from the bottom to the top. Flowers bloom. Many plants grow flowers. They start as a bump called a bud. The bud slowly opens and the petals gently unfold. Surprise! That's the flower. Sticky pollen. Flowers make a sticky powder called pollen. Pollen sticks to birds and bees when they fly from flower to flower, and then the pollen rubs off on other flowers. This is called pollination. It helps flowers make seeds. I don't know if you can see that bee, but he is covered with little tiny yellow dots, and that's pollen. And it's also floating through the air right now because it's springtime. And the reason I'm coughing is because of the pollen in the air. Seeds. Plants keep seeds in different places. Many plants grow a case around the seeds. The case is called a pod. Peas and maple tree seeds grow in pods. So here's a pea pod. You can actually eat the whole thing, but those are the peas inside there, and they're the seeds. And then in the maple tree, these are the seeds in there, right inside there. And these things look like little whirly birds when they come out of the tree. Orange seeds are different. Their seeds are on the inside, but strawberry seeds are on the outside. Now the seeds take a trip. Some float on the wind, others are carried away by animals. The seeds fall to the ground. Soon they sprout or germinate. A new plant begins. This bird is carrying a berry with a seed inside, and this squirrel is holding a large seed. And these, at my house, we call these wishing flowers, but they're really dandelions that are, these are the seeds. So after the yellow flower is gone, the seeds are what's left. And if you blow on it, those seeds scatter in the wind all over the place. Pass the plants, please. People and animals eat plants to stay healthy. How many plants did you eat today? A panda eats a bamboo plant. Watermelon is a fruit that comes from a plant. Make your garden grow. You can grow your own bean plant. Ask a grown-up for help. You'll need 1 lima bean seed, a cup of water, a little flower pot or a glass jar or a paper cup, and some soil. And then you're going to, if you want, you're gonna put that, soak that seed in a cup overnight and put some soil in your little cup or flower pot. Add the seed, watch it grow. You'll need to make sure you give it a little bit of water. There were lots of we'll skip that page. There are lots of text features in this book that makes it a nonfiction book. We have some realistic pictures. We have some, we have the table of contents, which I mentioned at the beginning. We have labels. We have captions, a farmer in his cotton field. That's called a caption when it's next to a picture. There's more labels. We even have some words in bold that tell us it's something important when it's in bold. This tells us the word germination means that the little plant is sprouting from a seed. So there are lots of things to look out for when you're reading a nonfiction book, and lots of things that help you know right away that it's a nonfiction book.